African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the September 30th, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Liptsy and Volchansk directions inflicted defeat on formations of the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 36th Marine Brigade, and the 113th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Liptsy, Volchansk, and Volchansky Kuters in the Kharkiv region. The enemy lost up to 75 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, and 9 vehicles. Units of the West Group of Forces improved the position along the front line, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 14th, 44th, 53rd, 63rd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 117th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 1st National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Berestovoy in the Kharkiv region, Nevskoy, Chervona Dybrova in the Luhansk People's Republic, Serebryanka and Torskoy in the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks by assault groups of the 14th and 116th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 425 servicemen, a tank, 5 vehicles, a Polish-made 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Crab, 2 155mm howitzers FH-70 made in Great Britain, a 152mm gun D-20, a 122mm howitzer D-30, 2 electronic warfare stations Anklev in. 5 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops occupied more advantageous positions, defeated the formations of the 24th, 30th, 54th, 72nd Mechanized, 56th Motorized Infantry, 143rd Infantry, 128th Mountain Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Konstantinovka, Fedorovka, Zaliznyansk, Mayskoy, Orakovo-Vasilevka, Drushkovka, and Chasov-Yar of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by a unit of the 5th Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces was repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 560 servicemen, a tank, 8 vehicles, 2 155mm M777 howitzers made in the USA, a 155mm FH-70 howitzer made in the UK, a 152mm Akatsia self-propelled artillery unit, a 152mm MSTAB howitzer, a 105mm L119 howitzer made in the UK, a 105mm M119 gun made in the USA, and a NOTA electronic warfare station. Units of the Center Group of Forces actively liberated the settlement of Nelipovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. In addition, they inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 47th, 150th, 151st Mechanized, 95th Airborne Assault, 25th Airborne, 68th Jaeger Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 109th, 116th, 119th Territorial Defense Brigades, the 12th and 15th National Guard Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Kleban Byk, Selidovo, Dzerzhinsk, Nikolaevka, Lysovka, Sukharino, Sukaya-Baka, Drozhba, and Shevchenko of the Donetsk People's Republic. 9 counterattacks by assault groups of the 28th, 47th, 150th, 151st, and 154th Mechanized, 25th Airborne Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 630 servicemen, 2 Kozak combat armored vehicles, 6 cars, a 152mm howitzer MSTAB, and a 122mm gun D-30. Units of the East Group of Forces improved their tactical position, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the 127th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Dobrovolye, Zolote Niva, and Rivnopil of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks by assault groups of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 120 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, 8 cars, and a 122mm howitzer D-30. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on formations of the 35th Marine Brigade, the 39th Coastal Defense Brigade, the 108th and 124th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Molotok-Machka in the Zaporizhia region, Antonovka in the Kherson region, and the city of Kherson. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 85 servicemen, 10 vehicles, a US-made 155mm Paladin howitzer, and an Anklavin electronic warfare station. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation hit, an ammunition storage arsenal, a missile and artillery weapons warehouse, airfield infrastructure, a military echelon in the unloading area, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 124 areas. Air defense systems shot down 4 US-made HIMARS rockets and 24 Ukrainian aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 646 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 32,527 unmanned aerial vehicles, 579 anti-aircraft missile systems, 18,460 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,469 multiple launch rocket systems, 15,400 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 26,741 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.